2,500 years ago, a Greek philosopher made a very interesting observation. He said that the only constant thing in life is change. The problem is that most people don't take lightly to change, especially when it's about something they love in life, such as the Porsche 911. Albert Einstein said that the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. I'm standing here next to Zuffenhausen's newest Porsche 911 Turbo S, the 992.2, and I can tell you that there's something fundamentally different about it compared to the previous version. I'm Dragoș Chițulescu and you're watching Autoevolution. Porsche has been building exciting cars for over 70 years now, and it's no wonder they've won the hearts of so many enthusiasts worldwide, including mine. But 7 decades of research and development have not been without changes. The company's initial models used naturally aspirated engines to move around, and it wasn't until the early 1970s that they started experimenting with turbochargers. I imagine some drivers rejected the idea at the time, much like we disagree with today's electrification of the automotive industry. Successfully using turbochargers for motorsport applications eventually led to the creation of the first boosted 911 in the mid-1970s. I drove one of the most advanced iterations of that first car for Porsche's 50th turbo anniversary on the Transfiguration Touge last year. While it's one of the most exhilarating vehicles I've ever experienced, it still had one problem: turbo lag. Automotive engineers have used many different solutions to try and combat turbo lag. Setups with 2 or more turbos, twin-scroll turbos, variable geometry turbos, and even nitrous and anti-lag in motorsports applications. But this car is different. Every new 911 Turbo was faster and more mind-blowing than the previous one, with changes for every generation. Twin-turbo and all-wheel drive for the 993, a water-cooled engine for the 996, VGTs and PDK for the 997, and the list goes on. Listen, I should have worn my Addicted to Boost t-shirt to work today just so you'd understand how much I love turbocharged cars. Also, I'm quite nostalgic about old technology, but the 992.1 Turbo S is easily one of the most formidable vehicles I have ever driven. That's why I was equally thrilled and anxious to learn more about the 992.2 version. Electrification was certainly on the table, but after seeing all of the positive reviews the Carrera GTS T Hybrid had, I felt at ease knowing that the project was in good hands. As you may have guessed, the new T Hybrid system is the big change for the new Turbo S. But while the new GTS T Hybrid uses just one electric turbo, Porsche's newest supercar has 2 of them. That translates to a maximum output of 711 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. That's more than you get in the 991.2 GT2 RS. Porsche mentioned the new Turbo S can hit 60 miles per hour from a standstill in 2.5 seconds with a top speed of just over 200 miles per hour. I haven't driven this car yet, but after this morning's ride around Weissach with Jörg Burmeister behind the wheel, I can tell you that this thing is more than just supercar fast. And this is despite all the obstacles Porsche had to go through to respect the Lambda 1 standard. I honestly feel like the T-Hybrid system marks the beginning of a new era, one I will gladly embrace despite being an electro-skeptic. Porsche designed the new 911 Turbo S to be the supreme all-rounder. It can be a smooth Grand Tourer, and with the switch of a button, it can deliver race car-like performance at the track. That being said, it's no surprise that Jörg already set a really impressive lap time at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, just over 7 minutes and 3 seconds, and that's on standard Goodyear road tires. I guess it's safe to assume that if Porsche will use the T-Hybrid system in the GT3 RS and GT2 RS, we're in for some exciting production vehicle lap records. During my short stay in Weissach, I was fortunate enough to talk to some of the key people involved in the development of the 992.2 Turbo S. I'm talking about people like Oliver Hilger, spokesperson for the 911 and 718, Glenn Gibbenheim, project manager for the 911, and Mr. Turbo himself, Matthias Hofstetter.
For us, a sports car is defined by its weight. It's definitively so. So it's very necessary and very important to keep the weight below a special range. And with the T-hybrid system, we have run this challenge. And for me, it's the best solution because it's not a plug-in. It's a system who helps himself. And for me, one of the best package we have to put more power into the given car.
Talking to Matthias, I once again realized that the T-hybrid system is one of the biggest advancements in Porsche turbo technology. And I'm not just talking about the 21st century. Of course they built a convertible version of this car, but this is just a preview of what the new 911 Turbo S is like. With a bit of luck, I hope I'll get to drive it around a very special racetrack soon. Until then, you can read all about it over on autoevolution.com.